Let's tackle day 5 of Advent of Code. So let's look at the description. So our goal is to do something with safety manuals and printing. So we have to print the safety manuals in a very specific order where we have a notation. That means that if both X and Y pages are produced as part of an update, the page X must be printed before page Y. So we have the page ordering rules as input, and then some pages to produce in each update, which is a line. Or, yeah, I guess so, yeah. Each line probably is going to be a separate section. And we need to figure out which updates are in the right order. So the first update, so this is the one, has 75 is first because it's in several rules that prevent it from being in any other position, and so on continuously for each of those pages. Ordering rules involving missing page numbers are ignored, so we only care about the ones that are actually part of the update. And some other updates are not in correct order, so let's see. This one is not in correct order because it violates 29.13. So because 13 and 29 are both there, 13 cannot be before 29. Okay. And we need to know the middle page number. So we need to find the middle page number of each correctly ordered update and then add those together to get the final answer, I guess. Yeah, so that's interesting. So let's put test data in there, and we'll see what we can do with this. So let's see. So this is our input data, and what we want to do is, let me just close these. Otherwise they will slow down Visual Studio. So, right. So our goal is to verify if the ordering is correct. And we can do that quite easily by, well, first off, let's read the rules. So I'll have a private list left, right, rules. And actually, let's use the new only notation. So we will have to make sure, and the rules are the same for each input. So we guys basically do this. So we have to first read out the rules. So while weight is line, if line is, if it's string is null or empty, line, or string is null or white space line, then we break. So this is the reading rules. So we to parts, we split them by this, and left and right, and the rules we add it this way. So we add all those rules in there, and now we read updates. So while read line is saying is line, so while we have another line in the input, we will update, split the line by space, no, by commas. Then we validate update is update valid. Update. So we validate if the update itself is valid. And so if update is valid, then we have total, which is starting by 0, and then we add up total plus equals update length, the middle number. If to verify is plus minus 1 something, so we will have to check that at the end, but ultimately we output. And then we have private bool is update valid, update, and update. Actually, no, you need to parse those things, so select parse to array, so we have the actual numbers there. And now, how do we validate if the ordering is correct? Like the brute force solution would be to go through each index and validate if it breaks any rule. So for each rule in rules, if current number is this, so if current number equals left, so if the number equals left and update index of, no, right, array index of update right, so, I mean index of the right number, if the right number goes before the current number in the input, then we return false. Else if current number equals right and array index of left is greater than I, then we again return false. And it should be like this, I think. All right, we have to update. So this is a kind of less efficient approach, but I think it should be, well, hopefully it should be okay. Because in terms of, well, so let's see the size of the input. It's not that huge, so it should be fine, even with this less efficient approach. Like we could do hash map and like hash set and dictionary to easily and quickly get the indices of the elements, or also to see if there are actually rules for any pair of numbers or something like that, so that we could make it faster. But in this case, I think we could be okay. But let's see. I will run this against the sample input. We'll see if it behaves. So this is this data, and yeah, so we have some kind of problem there. 5. Is there some input? Yes, we do have input. Okay, so we read all the rules. So we have 21 rules. And we read the input. It's okay. So this first one should be valid. So what breaks it? 5. The rule 7513. Ah, right. Classic mistake. So I need to also check if the number is actually there. So left and right. Never trust Copilot. So right index is not equal to -1, and right index is less than. Left index is not equal to -1, and it's greater than. Now it should be okay. So what I was doing is checking for each numbers, even if the number was not there, then it gave me -1, and then the order was clearly incorrect. So now we should be better off. So this one, so the number left, right, left index. Oh, what am I checking there? This. So this is breaking now. Rule 9775. 9775. But this is okay. So this is not okay. That's fine. 143, which is correct. Okay, so let's try the big input. File. Right. And 5,651. And that is correct. Okay, so we have the first part of the problem done. Let's continue second part. So now for each of the incorrectly ordered updates, we need to use the page ordering rules to put the page numbers in the right order. So essentially now we have to fix the incorrect ones. And only for the incorrectly ordered ones, we need to get the middle page number. Okay. So let's take our current implementation. So what we have to do is kind of fix the order based on the rules. So now if it's not valid, then fixed update, then with the fixed update, we update the total like this. But how do we fix it? So basically, if we start on the left, we need to make sure that the number that's there is not on the right side of any of the rules that apply to that row. So if there is a rule that applies to this row, we have to make sure that the number is not on the right side of that rule. And if it is, well, we can kind of find the minimum number that can be there. So we can check all the rules that apply. And of the remaining numbers, going from the left, we can pick the one that's only on the left of all the applicable rules and then move it there. It feels like kind of sorting mechanism, kind of insert sort or something like that. But actually what we could do, that could be fun. We could actually make it real sorting mechanism. So we could take the rules, build a integer comparer, and then sort using it. See, so private fix update, and now we may actually be able to do this in place now. Fix update. Yeah, we can do it in place. We don't care about breaking the input row, so that's fine. What we can do is create a comparer. So I could do page comparer to be I compare int. In the input, it would have the rules. And then in the compare method, we could use those rules to actually validate. Let's do this like this, so make it faster. So it would be dictionary of, or hash set of this, and we would create hash set from the rules. And now we could check if, yeah, exactly. If the rules contain a disordering, then X goes before Y, and if it contains the opposite ordering, then X goes after Y, and otherwise we we don't have to return anything else. We can just return 0 by default, because if the rule is not there, we just don't care about the ordering of these two specific numbers. So basically, like the rules that we get become our new ordering system. Instead of actual numbers, we are ordering based on their weight or priority or something like that. So we can do array sort, and we can actually keep this compare as a, because it's going to be the same always. So private page compare, and we can initialize it here. Right. Nice. So we have the compare, and then we fix update, we adjust this, and then we just basically sort based on our new comparer. And if I'm not wrong, then this should be just enough, because this would fix all the problems in the update and hopefully just give us the right result. Yeah, it's fine, because we know it's not gonna be, it's gonna be set here. So let's hope it works. Against the test data, it's 123, and that is correct. So let's try the big input. $4,743. And that is correct. Okay, so that was a fun one. That was a fun one, because it kind of feels odd to create a new ordering system. But exactly, that's what the rules said. That they described ordering system on the page numbers themselves. So it kind of makes sense to make it a iCompare and use that to compare the numbers among themselves, because those are the rules that we are given. So that's the only thing we care about. So we can actually sort this way. Yeah, but this is done. So I hope this was interesting and useful, and I will see you in day 6. And also make sure to tune in for the second video to see if ChatGPT can also figure out this problem. See you there.